AI is everywhere now. It writes poems, it composes music, it paints pictures, edits videos, even tells jokes. But here's the question. Is it really creating something new, or just remixing what it's already seen? When an AI generates a painting or story, did it invent it? Or is it just shuffling bits of human creativity around? That one question, can AI be truly original, opens a door to a deeper mystery. What is originality? And is it really as human as we think? Before we judge AI, we have to answer a tricky question. What does it even mean to create something original? Is originality about doing something that's never been done before? Or is it about recombining old ideas in a new way? Think of Shakespeare. He borrowed plots from older stories. Or Picasso, influenced by African masks and classical painting. Even scientists build on centuries of work before them. So maybe originality isn't about starting from nothing. Maybe it's about transformation, rearranging, remixing, reseeing. If that's true, then maybe AI is doing something close to creativity. But there's still a difference, and it starts with how we think. AI doesn't have imagination. It doesn't dream. It learns by example, lots of them. A large language model like ChatGPT is trained on billions of sentences. An image model might study millions of artworks. It analyzes patterns, predicts outcomes, fills in gaps. It doesn't know what it's making. It doesn't choose styles because it feels right. It just responds based on statistical patterns. To put it simply, AI creates by predicting what should come next, based on what's come before. It's not painting from emotion. It's completing a puzzle. Here's the first big constraint. AI is only as original as the data it was trained on. It can't imagine colors that don't exist. It can't invent ideas outside the realm of its training. If no one has written it, painted it, or coded it before, AI likely won't either. Even its wild outputs are based on human patterns. Surreal, yes. Surprising sometimes, but always rooted in what it's already seen. In other words, AI is a mirror, a very complex mirror of human creativity. It doesn't invent the raw ingredients. It reassembles the soup. So what's different about us? When humans create, we don't just follow patterns. We often break them. We get bored, curious, emotional. We're influenced by dreams, trauma, memory, contradiction. We make mistakes and turn them into masterpieces. We create symbols. We ask, what if? And sometimes we create things that make no sense until years later. Human creativity isn't just about the output. It's about the intention, awareness, and inner experience behind it. I doesn't wonder if its work means something. We do. When a human paints something haunting, we feel the ache behind it. When a song feels raw, it's because someone lived what they wrote. AI can mimic those styles, but it doesn't feel grief, longing, anger, love. It doesn't have a subconscious. It doesn't sit in silence until an idea breaks through. It doesn't resist cliches because they're boring, only because they're low probability. That doesn't mean AI can't move us. But when it does, the emotion comes from us interpreting it, not from the AI itself. It's a reflection, not a heartbeat. AI is brilliant at style transfer. Want a Van Gogh version of your cat? Easy. Want Shakespearean football commentary? Done. But that's not the same as style invention. Van Gogh invented his style after years of struggle, depression, and radical artistic thinking. Shakespeare created new words and rhythms to suit his stories. They weren't just copying forms, they were expressing new worldviews. AI doesn't have a worldview. It doesn't want to say something new. It just outputs what seems likely, not what feels necessary. And that's a key difference. But maybe we're asking the wrong question. Maybe AI's strength isn't in replacing human originality, but in enhancing it. Writers use AI to break writer's block. Artists use it to explore composition. Musicians use it to test variations, push boundaries. In these cases, AI becomes a creative partner, a tool that surprises, challenges, and inspires. Not an author, but a co-conspirator. It's not about AI versus human. It's about what happens when they collide. The result? Something truly hybrid. Possibly even original. Sometimes AI spits out bizarre results, images that defy logic or stories that make no sense. And some call that original. But is it? True originality isn't just randomness. It's coherent novelty. Something new that still connects, that still resonates. A pile of random notes isn't a song. A jumble of sentences isn't a story. AI can create randomness. But connecting that randomness into something meaningful, that's still mostly human territory, at least for now. There have been moments when AI does something unexpected. An AI painting wins an art competition. A chatbot generates poetry that feels strangely human. A chessbot makes a move that seems illogical and yet brilliant. Are these accidents, artifacts, glitches, or glimpses of something deeper? Something we didn't fully program. Even if AI doesn't know what it's doing, the result might still matter. Just like evolution doesn't mean to create beauty, but still does. Maybe AI's originality won't look like ours. Maybe we just don't recognize it yet. Let's imagine the future. If we someday build an AI that is conscious, that has awareness, desire, fear, memory, could it create art like we do? Would it compose music to mourn, paint to process its experience, invent forms to express its inner world? We don't know. But if such a thing ever exists, the question of originality becomes something new. Not just technical, but personal, maybe even spiritual. Until then, AI is powerful, but its art is empty of self. So, can AI be truly original? Not in the way humans are, not yet. AI rearranges, mimics, surprises, but it doesn't dream, desire, or mean. Its art doesn't come from need. It comes from math. But maybe that's okay. Maybe the question isn't whether AI can create something original, but how we respond to what it makes, how we use it, how it changes us, how it challenges what we thought creativity really was. And maybe, just maybe, that conversation itself is the most original thing AI has ever inspired.